After pressing one last kiss to my husband's hand, I moved down the hospital corridor, barely keeping it together. Then I walked past two nurses by the break room. One murmured, "She still has no idea." "Does she?" The other answered, "No, and if she finds out, we're done." I froze in place. My heart plummeted. The room my husband had been in was locked. Can you imagine the betrayal? The day my husband, Ben, died, I overheard nurses whispering a secret they thought I'd never uncover. "She doesn't know," they said, like my grief was just a footnote in his story. But they underestimated me. Because those whispers, combined with a locked hospital room, his missing phone, and a text message sent after he was declared dead, those weren't just coincidences. They were breadcrumbs leading me into a darkness that would shatter everything I believed about the man I married. Grief might make most widows retreat. For me, it made me dangerous. My fingers trembled as I reached for Ben's hand. God, it was so cold. Too cold. The steady, rhythmic beep of the machines had gone silent hours ago, replaced by the hushed whispers of nurses and the sickening squeak of shoes on linoleum. "It's time, Mrs. Parker," the doctor said, his voice gentle but firm. "You can say your goodbyes now." I just nodded, completely numb. I couldn't even form words. Just 3 days before, Ben had kissed me goodbye before work, complaining about a headache. By lunchtime, he was in the ER. By evening, a coma. And now, gone. A massive stroke at 35. 35. It was unthinkable. Can we have a moment alone?" I finally managed, my voice barely a whisper. The room cleared, and I sank into the chair beside his bed, my eyes tracing every familiar line on his face. The crinkles around his eyes when he laughed. The tiny scar above his eyebrow from a childhood fall. His dark hair, still messy, just like always. "Ben," I whispered, the name a raw ache in my throat. "I don't know how to do this without you." I brushed my thumb across his knuckles, memories flooding me. How those hands had held mine through everything. College graduation. Our wedding day. Buying our first house. "I love you," I choked out. "I've always loved you." I leaned down, pressed my lips to his forehead. Cold. So cold. When I finally stood, my legs threatened to give way beneath me. Melissa, the nurse at the door, her name badge glinting, stepped forward. "Take your time, Mrs. Parker." I nodded, clutching my purse, trying to seem grateful normal. "Thank you for everything you all did." I walked towards the door, my body moving mechanically. My mind was still trapped in a fog of utter disbelief. Ben couldn't be gone. Not my Ben. As I stumbled into the corridor, two nurses stood huddled near their station, heads bent in hushed conversation. I probably wouldn't have noticed them at all, drowned out by my own pain, if not for their sudden, jarring silence as I got closer. And then, I heard it. A whisper, sharp and chilling. "She still doesn't know, does she?" Another voice, tight with tension, replied, "No. And if she finds out, we're finished." My blood ran cold. I froze mid-step. They hadn't seen me yet. What the hell didn't I know? What were they hiding? The nurses finally glanced up, their full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.